versus Schmersers, I guess, is the working title for this series name. This shambles of an intro is a shambles. It's a versus. It's Netherlands versus Belgium. It's max youth rating versus, and yeah, max facilities and all that jazz in a bid to reign supreme in Europe, domestically and internationally. Well, the world internationally as well, World Cups. But yeah, basically, which nation can win the most trophies in a versus off where they've both got the same facilities, youth rating and all that jazz. I made such a meal of this intro. It's such a simple premise. I'm not even re-recording it. You guys can see the shambles that is my life. There we go. Welcome to the channel. If you've not been here before and you're still watching, it doesn't get any better. Let's jump into it. I couldn't even get my words out. As said in the intro, that very eloquent, concise, fantastic intro that you all loved. Yeah, Eredivisie, Holland, Netherlands, notes. We'll look at Ajax, max facilities, and we'll go down the league. Max facilities for everyone. Go to the Netherlands. Generated players, 200 out of 200. Did I give the teams any money? I did not. No money was given to the clubs. I suppose I probably felt they didn't need it because you've got Eredivisie in 6th, the Belgian Jupiler Pro League is in 8th. In terms of the Dutch national team, they're in 7th as well. So both nations are very good and both nations' leagues are very good. So we've done this with Northern Ireland and Republic of Ireland where there was a few trophies. I'm expecting some absolute powerhouse amounts of trophies between these two. The scoreboard's going to go wild. The Jupiler Pro League, as discussed, I will just quickly whip down the league. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. 20s for everyone. And yeah, it is what it is. In terms of Belgium as well, they're in 5th. So both nations are in the top 10 leagues and in the top 10 for their international accolades. In terms of coefficients, because people have asked me to do this, Netherlands in 6th, Belgium in 8th. So we'll look at this going forward when we go further down the line. But yeah, that's the competition reputation is where we're sort of at. So we've got over 200 years in this simulation. I think it's about 200 and a few. I don't know. Anyway, you know the deal by now if you've been here before. 50-50 the rest. So for the first 50 years, let's jump into 2073 and see who takes first blood. So dramatic, isn't it? Well, as you can see here, 6th and 8th still in terms of the competition reputation. The coefficient places, Netherlands will be are 4th and Belgium are still down in 8th. So Netherlands have actually done a little bit better in terms of the coefficient places. Well, that looks like in reality they'll probably have won some more trophies to begin with. So we'll be checking in on that. So who's been winning the leagues? Well, it's been Utrecht, RZ, Fortuna Sittard, Feyenoord, Ajax have won one there, PSV. Do you know, Ajax have had a bad time of it. Ajax have had a very bad time of it. The big three for me, I'm not Dutch, so forgive me, but for me, the big three, Feyenoord, Ajax, PSV. With, in my opinion, Feyenoord are probably 3rd in that. The big two are Ajax and PSV. Very, very interesting to see that very quickly RZ got in there. Then it was Fortuna Sittard and Utrecht. So a lot of wins for teams that you would not expect, just like Utrecht. Bars. Well, in terms of the Netherlands, they're up in 9th. They've been down in 17th, so the Netherlands have probably not been winning anything. Disappointing. The Jupiler Pro League then, and in my opinion, it's Genk and Anderlecht to the big two here, and Bruges. So there's your big three. Again, not that knowledgeable on Belgian football, so again, apologies. Antwerp won one in the second season, and they did continue to do all right. Genk have done brilliantly. Union SG, STWV. STWV have won loads, actually. They had a bit of a decade of dominance here. 9 in a row. 8. Just counted. And Standard have just won it recently. So there we go. I think it's time to go and have a look at the Conference League very shortly. Belgium, well. So Freckles here, I don't know what to unpack first. His name, an ass palm. His face, the awful freckles that look like they've been drawn on. Or the fact that Belgium are now in 7th, but they have been 1st quite a bit. So I think we're going to have more domestic wins for the Netherlands, more international wins for Belgium. That's just based on the numbers that I'm seeing so far. We are going to go and look at the Conference League now. As you can see, well, we can't scroll back much further, so we've got spoilers all over this screen. You can see runners-up and winners straight off the bat. Well, Feyenoord would run up straight away, but it was first blood to Belgium as they took a 2-0 lead. 1-0 with Antwerp, 2-0 with Genk, but it was 2-1 when SC Heerenveen got one back. Feyenoord had run up again a couple of seasons before that. Ajax drew it level to make it 2-2. Despite the fact they've not won any leagues, they've got themselves on the map in terms of a Europa Conference League. It's Jayhuahua who managed to finish runner-up, but that counts for nothing in this experiment. It was FC Utrecht that made it 3-2 to the Netherlands, the first time they've taken the lead in this experiment. And Feyenoord doubled that lead, making it 4-2 before Standard brought it back to 4-3. But Feyenoord once again opening up that 2-goal lead, making it 5. And then RZ making it 6. And that is where we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are at 6-3 to the Netherlands after the Europa Conference League 50-year spell. And now we enter the Europa League, and that will be 1-0 to the Netherlands. PSV beating Ajax in the final. Now, I'm thinking at some point, maybe, do we do something where we have a point system where it's 3 points for a win, 1 point for a runners-up? Because an all-Dutch final, they've guaranteed the win, but I feel like they deserve more. Maybe that's for future experiments. Maybe put your suggestions in the comments down below. I'm going to be asking for your suggestions of nations to do this with, but put your suggestions down in the comments below because, yeah, I'll be interested. But anyway, PSV, 1-0 to the Netherlands. But it's been drawn level by RSC Anderlecht. Before Utrecht have made it 2-1 to the Netherlands. As you can see, we've got another runner-up here for Belgium. Again, counts for nothing, but maybe down the line, these kind of things will also. I do welcome your suggestions for scoring. As we see, Anderlecht again runners-up. So Belgium getting quite a few runners-up here, but then back-to-back runners-up for the Netherlands, Feyenoord and Waalwijk. Before Genk have equalised, making it 2-2. Look at that, 3 in a row. RZ, Feyenoord, RZ, all runners-up. Waalwijk, 2 seasons after that, so 4 runners-up in 5 years. Genk with the win. See, this is a point though. Like, do I deem that worthy? Where 5 runners-up, if they got a point, say, that would be 5 points compared to 3 points for a win. Like, is 5 runners-up as good as a win? It's a tricky one. Like, I don't know what the answer is. This is why I'm asking you guys to give it me. 2-2. Anyway, that's where we finished. God, the English teams win a lot. Maybe we do one with the English teams, like multiple nations against them. Maybe the rest of the UK versus England. Give them some. I don't know. We'll see. Going off on a tangent. Now, of course, Champions Leagues is something that always does take a bit of time to get going. But I'm wondering, will they manage to get something going? Maybe not in this first 50 years because we've not seen them actually rise to the top. But we'll see. Maybe at least a cheeky runner-up at the very least. Well, I'm scrolling through and I've got absolutely nothing. There is absolutely nothing. There you go. Nothing whatsoever. The John Hartson Arena. Okay. So nothing in the Champions League then in that first 50 years. Well, we can't scroll back, unfortunately. So it's spoilers all over the shop in terms of the Euros. And much like when we did the Ireland one, we've got an absolute plethora of wins. We've got one for Sweden here, which little nod to our Scandinavian experiments. Go on, Sweden. Well, Belgium won in 2024, beating England in the final. England made it 3 final losses in a row, losing to France. 4 in 5 tournaments by losing to Spain. Then Netherlands drew it level at 1-1. And then it was Belgium, Sweden, Belgium, France, Belgium, Netherlands. So that makes it Belgium 5, Netherlands 2. In 13 tournaments, we've had 7 wins for them. I said, it looks like more wins for Netherlands domestically. I mean, they've got a lot more runners up, I think. But look at this, where they co-hosted it. Neither of them got to the final. France v England. But Netherlands versus Belgium, 7 of the 13 have been won by them. And Belgium have won more international tournaments. Or have they? Let's go to the World Cup. And again, we can't really scroll down further than this, sadly. So again, spoilers all over the shop. Well, it was Portugal back to back. Portugal have done pretty well in this experiment. And then Spain beat Belgium twice in 2 tournaments. And then France beat Belgium again. So 3 draws, 3 runners up for Belgium and 3rd place for Netherlands in 2058. So nothing in terms of World Cups. So there we go then. We are at 2073. And so far, in terms of trophies, it is the same. Belgium have got 3 Conference Leagues, 2 Europa Leagues, which makes 5 trophies, and 5 Euros, making 10. The Netherlands have 6 Conference Leagues, 2 Europa Leagues, 2 Euros, which also makes 10. I'd say the Euros internationally is much better than the Conference League domestically. So I'd say Belgium have got first blood. On to the next 50 years to see if someone can physically pull away. Can someone win a Champions League? And can someone win that elusive World Cup? Find out after the break. I want to see if YouTube can put in an advert there automatically. See how clever it is. So in terms of the Jupiler Pro League then, we are looking at it, and I didn't realise this was the situation. So Westerlo finished third and they're the champions. And they've been the champions for, 20 odd years. So Westerlo have done very well. Genk, STWV, Standard. Standard did pretty well as well. Standard had a good period in the 70s and 80s, getting interrupted by STWV and Genk. Then it went to Westerlo just on the turn of the decade. Turn of the century, should I say. 2100. And they've won it ever since. I'm expecting some trophies for them, in a European capacity. 6th, the Belgian Pro League is in terms of competition reputation. National team is first. Eredivisie is in third. And the past winners are Zwolle, Feyenoord, RZ, Utrecht. Those are the 4 teams that have won it over the last 50 years. And as I said, they are third. In terms of continental coefficients, it's 4th and 5th. Not a lot in it. Not a lot in it. The Netherlands as a nation are 9th. They've been up in 5th. I feel Belgium have taken this. I genuinely feel Belgium have taken this from an international point of view. From a domestic point of view, I think Netherlands might have just edged it. So the Conference League then, here we are. It was 6-3 to the Netherlands. And as we scroll up, Ghent bringing it back to 6-4. But within 2 years, it was 7-4 Fortuna Sittard, keeping that 3 tournament trophy lead buffer. Fortuna Sittard making it 8-4 and Zwolle making it 9. That's 2 in a row, and 10 for Warwick. Now, eagle-eyed viewers will have seen a couple of things here. We've seen Helmond Sport. If you don't know who Helmond Sport are, they are from the Netherlands. They were in a lower league to begin with. They found themselves in the top league. They've won some tournaments and they've now won a Conference League. Just like Roda JC Kerkrade, or Kerkrade, whatever, however you say it. Now, these are from the nation, but they weren't in the experiment. I gave them nothing, but they are from that nation. Do these tournament wins count? Or is it just teams that were given all the facilities in the world to begin with, and they are part of the experiment? For this one, I am not going to count teams that were not in those top leagues and did not receive those facilities. However, please do let me know in the comments. Again, God, you guys are going to be in the comments, peppering this comment section. Do let me know in the comments if you think that was a mistake and you think I should have counted them. Because I can count them going forward, but I haven't got notes on all those teams, so it's going to make it very difficult because I don't know what teams are in those leagues. But Roda JC, Helmond Sport, that's 2 more for the Netherlands, so it would be 12. Another one there for Helmond Sport as well, so that'd be 13. So yeah, we're not going to count them for this time, but do let me know. Here we go then. So as we saw, Rennes were the current holders of the Europa League, and then RZ breaking the 2-all deadlock, making it 3-2 in Europa Leagues for the Netherlands, beating Newcastle in the final. And going forward, look at that: Tottenham, Man City, Newcastle, Roma, some good teams. And STWV, runner-up here, winners here for Belgium, making it 3-3. 4-3, Utrecht. Union SG is Belgium 4-all. Wow, it's all to play for. STWV beating Genk in the final. That's an all-Belgian final. As we had an all-Belgian final in the Europa League, I think, before PSV v Ajax. It's an all-Belgian one now, evening it up in terms of all the same nation finals. 5-4, 6-4, Westerlo. Lots of runners-up happening, but not that many wins. And there we go. So it's ended 6-4. So 10-4 to Netherlands in Conference Leagues, 6-4 to Belgium in Europa Leagues. Now, Champions Leagues. This is where I think 1 or 2 might win it for you, because I don't think there's going to be that many. Hopefully there is. Maybe Utrecht runner-up in 73-74, straight away. No, nothing else, though, has been happening up to this point, unfortunately. But can someone sneak in? RZ, 1-0 to Holland. Oh, and look at this. Look at the runners-up. Feyenoord, RZ, Feyenoord, Zwolle. So many runners-up for the Netherlands. And then the backdoor shuffle from bloody Westerlo. 1-1. They snuck in round the back. They really have snuck in round the back. It's 2-1. It's Westerlo 2. RZ 1 in terms of Champions Leagues in this experiment, meaning it's 2-1 to Belgium. So many runners-up for the Netherlands. Unlucky. So yeah, last time we were here, we saw the Netherlands and they were they did make it 5-2. They brought it back to 5-2. Now, runner-up, and again, 2 runners-up in a row. That they could have really done with that to make it 5-4. Oh... And this is why I'm thinking a point system might work, because whilst Netherlands deserve some points, Belgium beat Netherlands in the final, which means one nation's beating the other. Surely that's worth a little Brucey bonus. Instead of 3 points, maybe it's 5. I don't know. But it's 6-2. I'll tell you that for free. And as we scroll up, more runners up, no more wins. Scotland in the final in 21-16. So France with 3 in a row. No more wins. So, yeah. And of course, in the World Cups, we had nothing in terms of World Cups, did we? Until 2074, where Netherlands beat Belgium, getting revenge on Belgium for Belgium winning in the Euros probably 20, 30 years in the future, because it was much further on. So Belgium got revenge on the Netherlands as sorts. 1-0 to the Netherlands. I'm a bit delirious with this commentary. I apologise. Hopefully, you're enjoying it. And Spain runners up a couple of times. Oh, Belgium drew it level. 2086. Beating Argentina in the final before Portugal beat Argentina, then England beating France twice. Brazil beating Portugal. Argentina beating Belgium before Belgium taking the lead in World Cups 2-1. Beating Italy in the final in 21-10. There's not many to go. It's 3-1. It is 3-1 to Belgium. They beat England in the final. It's not 3-1 for long. Up step Germany and Belgium swat them back down. It's 4-1. And they are running away with this experiment. The most recent World Cup was won by the Ivory Coast, beating USA in the final. But once again, that most recent winner was Ivory Coast. 10th in the world. Not a terrible team, actually. Better than I thought it was going to be perfectly honest. Still probably not quite as good as you'd hope for a World Cup winning team. But anyway, so I'm just going to leave you on this screen while I just round off this first 100 years. Well, in terms of conference leagues, it is all Netherlands. It is 10-4 with a caveat. Could be 13-4. Although I'm not going to count that because I don't know how many potential others that I might have missed from Belgium or the Netherlands. In terms of Europa Leagues then, it is 6-4 to Belgium. So at that point you go, who's winning? Is 2 more Europa Leagues better than 6 more Conference Leagues? It's a kind of evenly balanced sort of thing. I'd say the Conference League probably edge it, but then you get into the Champions Leagues, and whilst Netherlands have had loads of runners up, it's 2-1 to Belgium in terms of winning Champions Leagues. They tip the scales in their favour, and then you go into the international scene, and it's 6-2 in Euros, 4-1 in World Cups. Belgium are running riot. But it's only half time, ladies and gentlemen. It is 21-23. We have gone to 22, gone 22-23. It's like 22-30, I think. So without further ado, let's go. Wow. So I've clicked on the Eredivisie, and I see the Eredivisie currently in competition reputation is 4th. And who's top? It's only the Jupiler Pro League. In terms of past winners, it's been RZ, Heerenveen most recently, RZ, Feyenoord, Roda JC, Kerkrade. Oh, they've probably won some more trophies, helping them out, I guess. Feyenoord lots in the last 100 odd years. Telstar, Jesus. So many teams from the second division of Netherlands are probably doing all right. Utrecht with a nice, good spell. Same with Feyenoord. Feyenoord keep winning lots, to be fair. In terms of the Netherlands, the international team is 7th. Has been up in 2nd. Jupiler Pro League, as mentioned, is top. And wow, well, going back down here, it's all about Westerlo. Westerlo just continued their dominance. Ghent have been in there a bit. Standard won a couple. Westerlo always there. Eendracht Aalst. Again, they might win some trophies. Liers K. ASV Giel. Oh, ASV Giel have done very well. They might... And Eendracht Aalst. Oh, we could be getting Champions Leagues for these teams. Westerlo again have had another 20-odd year dominant spell. Jesus. So, in terms of competition reputation, the coefficient ranking, well, Netherlands are actually top. Belgium are 10th. I did not expect that, considering that the league was 1st and the 1st to 4th, and it's 1st to 10th in the other direction. Belgium have been 1st for a while. They are now 3rd. Okay, Conference League it is then. Yeah, so we were back here in 21-20s. So we left it at 10-4, didn't we, for the Netherlands? And again, I'm not counting the teams that were not in those initial leagues, because now we've seen teams that have actually been winning the leagues. In future experiments, I will give lower leagues some notes and some other things so I know who's who, but it'd be too hard for me to keep track of, so it's just the top leagues for now. And Ghent have made it 10-5 to the Netherlands, 10-6, Club Brugge drawing that back. And Anderlecht making it 10-7, making a real fight of it. And Anderlecht again, it's 10-8. And all you're seeing from, well, you've seen actually Belgium and Netherlands getting runners up here. It's 10-9, 10-10. Oh my God, they've equalised. 10 apiece. And here comes Telstar from the Netherlands. But it doesn't count. It doesn't count. Again, ooh, it could be like 15-10. But here we go. 2 for Netherlands in a row. Warwick and Sittard. 11-10, 12-10, 13-10, 13-11, 13-12, 13 apiece. Ignore Helmand Sport. 14-13. Ignore Roda JC. Ignore Telstar. 15-13 here for Zwolle. 16-13. It's Warwick. Standard, Belgium. 16-14. 17-14. 18-14. 18-15, present day 2030. So he's 18-15 in conference leagues. So 6-4 to Belgium last time we were here, wasn't it? And yeah, Belgium came back brilliantly in the conference league. So can they pull clear? Well, it's 6-5 Zwolle. Genk can make it 7-5, not counting the one for ASV Giel. It's still 7-5. No one seems to be at Helmand Sport. Warwick making it 7-6. And again, they've won it again 7-7. Telstar could have pulled it clear, but that's not the case. Again, you know the rules. 8-7 is Zwolle. 9-7 Heerenveen. 10-7 Zwolle. Roda JC Kerkrade do not count. Telstar do not count. Eintracht Aalst are Belgian. It doesn't count. And they beat a Belgian team where it would have counted. So that's unfortunate. Telstar again have won it. So I honestly think we're not counting them, but I think Netherlands have probably been done a bit dirty at this point. But they are 10-7 up in the Europa Leagues. They are 3 clear in both sets of tournaments that we've looked in on so far. So yeah, it was 2-1 to Belgium, wasn't it, in the Champions Leagues? But we've seen the Netherlands pull it back in the Europa Leagues. Can they do that in the Champions Leagues? Well, we'll see, won't we? Westerlo make it 3-1. But Feyenoord have pulled one back. It's now 3-2. Equaliser on the cards? Nothing. Utrecht, the equaliser was on the cards and they've equalised. It's 3 apiece with about 75 years remaining. Probably not much more going to happen. Maybe 4-3. That could be it. Look, 4 runners up in a row. Unlucky. Westerlo twice, Standard twice, but it's 4-3 to Netherlands. RZ. Utrecht. RZ. 5-3, 6-3. Oof. Is that going to be too far for them to catch up? Because to be honest, I don't see too... Maybe they are going to win some more Champions Leagues. Maybe the teams are really coming through now. Maybe we're going to get like double figures for them. Who knows? 7-3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15-3 to Netherlands. 16-3, 17-3. All Dutch final. 18-3, 18-4 Westerlo with a consolation. 19-4 runner-up for Westerlo. 24, 25, 26, 21-6. How the hell have the Netherlands done that? Well, when they had the top coefficient, I thought maybe they've done all right. I didn't think they'd have won Champions Leagues by 15. The biggest margin so far. Domestically, the Netherlands have thrashed them. But internationally, this is where it's going to get interesting. So it was 6-2 to Belgium, wasn't it? And they need to extend that lead for this to be a close encounter in terms of overall, because domestically, the Netherlands have absolutely floored them. And it's 6-3. First blood to the Netherlands in the second 100 years. It's 6-4. Oh my God, it's 6-5. Are we going to see another overturn of a lead? Oh, Belgium have got one back, or restored a 2-tournament lead. It's 7-5. It's 8-5. They beat Portugal in 2164. Runner up to Spain in 2168. And run up again to England. Then Netherlands run up to England. Netherlands run up to Spain. 3 in a row for Spain before Belgium got another one. 9-5. So now the 4-tournament lead has been restored. 10-5. 11-5. Runner up for Netherlands. 3 in a row for France. Runner up before they won it. Beating Netherlands. Oh, they lost to Belgium twice. And then they got to the final again. And then they beat the Netherlands. That's funny, isn't it? 11-5 then is what we ended up with in terms of Euros. And they're 4-1 up in World Cups. We need to see another that lead extend by maybe 2 or 3 for them to be in with a shout. And even then, I think it's just domestically to Holland, internationally to Belgium. We'll see. Anyway, of course, Ivory Coast had won the most recent tournament. Again, we'll just let that sink in for a second before we kicked on, and nothing really happened early doors. Netherlands got one back, 4-2. Belgium don't need that. They really don't need it. Oh, they don't need a runner-up and then Netherlands to get another one. 4-3 now. And as we move through, it's another win for Belgium, so it does make it 5-3. Quite a few third places for them as well. But 5-3 to Belgium. 5-4. Netherlands runner-up and then winning it. So 5-4. Belgium making it 6-4, beating Netherlands in the final. Very satisfying. Belgium runners up to Uruguay with Netherlands third place. Maybe they met each other in the semis. Who knows? That makes it 6-4 overall. And, well, the scoreboard's above my head right now. That's a win for the Netherlands, right? I mean, yes, internationally, they haven't won as many Euros or World Cups, but they have won some. And 6-4 is not too bad in terms of World Cups, but it is the biggest trophy, so it does count for a lot. I'd say the World Cups is counteracted by... The 2 World Cups is counteracted by the 3 Conference Leagues and 3 Europa Leagues and a Champions League. So then that means 14 Champions Leagues better than 6 European Championships. And if you add 2 Champions Leagues cancels out 1 Euros, which I think is very fair. They've done it, haven't they? Netherlands have done it. If you disagree, again, get in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your feedback on this. I'd love to hear your thoughts on other nations that you want me to do this with. I'd like them to be semi-even in terms of their current national team rating and league reputation. But, you know, maybe we could do handicap matches. I did mention I was going to do England versus the UK in some capacity. I still think England will trounce them, but it might be interesting. We'll see. I might put something together and, yeah, we'll run it, and then we might have to run a second one if it's a shambles. But do put your suggestions in. Again, like Scandinavia, the triple threat, I'm open to doing 3 nations. 1 versus 1, 1 versus 1 versus 1, like in a triple threat or whatever. I think 3 is probably the limit. 4 might be too much unless you bundle them together like I'm going to do with the UK. I'm waffling. Comments down below, ideas for this kind of stuff. I really enjoy making these. I do enjoy the scoreboard and the drama as it builds up in terms of the tension. I hope you do, hope you guys do too. If you do, drop a like on it and let me know, as I say, other nations you'd like me to do this with. But without further ado, that's it. Thank you for watching. Take good care of yourselves, gang. I will see you soon.